What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. As you can see, this video is gonna be a story time, and I have my cousin here, Mackenzie, as our partial audience.
I'm here for the story time too.
So, how y'all doing today? So, grab your popcorn, grab your chips, your Cheez-Its, your
I
juice.
want some Cheez-Its.
Who can have it right there? I don't even, they crunched up though. I
saw
don't
that.
even eat those like that, but I've been so hungry, so I just grabbed that. But I'm trying to get it all down. Okay, y'all. So they told me to come in, and so I came in prepared. First of all, they didn't even tell me what kind of uniform to wear, so I just wore black scrubs. Everybody else had on blue scrubs, and the doctor had on regular clothes. I'm not gonna say what office it was, but
What came in regular clothes?
it was in Silver Spring. So I come in, they train me and everything. First of all, they don't give me no information to get like a clock in or nothing. They just give me a paper and say, write down the time you came in, write down the time you go to lunch, get a signature, write the time you came back, get a signature, and then write the time you leave.
A signature?
A signature from the office manager. Like, that's ghetto. She should have that already established. They should have already had a clock in established for me to use. So what happened? So I come in, I'm working throughout the day. I got there at like 7 something. I had to be there at 8. So it was going to be 8 to 4 or 8 to 3 because I think it was a Saturday. Saturdays, dental offices close earlier. So I got there, do a little bit of training, do sterilization, you know, cleaning the instruments, setting up the trays, stuff like that, taking x-rays. So I'm working on this patient with the suction. They're getting their teeth pulled out. And all of a sudden, my ears start feeling like weird. Like, I couldn't really hear anything. And then I started getting real hot. And then I started to feel dizzy. So I asked another dental assistant who wasn't busy to take over while I get myself together real quick. So I went to go sit down. I got some water. Everybody was trying to make sure I was good or whatever. Then after that, it was the same patient. So I went back and took over because that dental assistant had a different patient that she had to go work on. And I was working with that doctor. So I came back, tried to suction again, help, you know. And the same thing happened again. I don't know what was going on that day, but it was not it. So I called another dental assistant to come take over. And then I went to go sit down again, get myself together. And then I came back again. And after that, I was good. So I just finished the procedure, and that patient was able to go home. But then that feeling came back again, and I was like, I don't know what's wrong with me. So I asked the doctor if I could go get some water or something. So I went to go get some water down the street, 7-Eleven. Sat in the car for a little bit, took a little 5-minute break. Then I came back in, and I tried to help with another patient. And I still was feeling that way. So I was like, you know what? Let me just ask him if I could go home. So he says, all right, yeah, I understand how you feel, blah, blah, blah. I said, I actually think I'm going to go to the emergency room. He was like, no, don't go to the emergency room. Just go home. And then if you're feeling the same way by 5 or 6 o'clock, then go to the emergency room. And I was like, okay. So I took his advice. I went home. And later on, I started to feel better. My grandmother thinks it's because I didn't eat breakfast, but I don't think that's a reason why my ears and my body feel like I'm about to drop dead. But I didn't eat breakfast that morning because it was a 40-minute drive or hour drive. And yeah, so no, I'm not waking up at 6 a.m. to eat. That's too much. So
I mean, you could have stopped somewhere.
I could have, but traffic. So I had to wait till my break, and my break only had some chips. I had chips and water and yogurt and crackers, I think. And I went right back to work. So that could have been partially the problem, but I know that wasn't the main problem. I never found out what the main problem was. But so let's go back to the conversation that I just told y'all that me and the doctor had. I will see. No, he said, I see how you feel. I understand. Just go home, and at 5 or 6, if you're still feeling the same way, then go to the emergency room. He never talked about me coming in another time. Mind you, I didn't even have a clock-in information. And I never even got paid because training is paid. So I never even got paid for that day that I was there. I don't care if I work for 2 hours. You better pay me what I worked.
Give me my $30.
Period. But and the good thing about it is he let me come in. The starting pay for a lot of dental assistants is $12. He let me choose $14. That's what made me mad, because like that was, pretty good pay
Give
from
my
the starting off.
$28. How long were you there?
From 8 till 2. I left at 2. Remember I said they closed early, so I left at 2. 1 or 2. But yeah, so 8 to 2. So he never talked about a time for me to come back in. So as, the days are going by, I'm calling, I'm emailing my recruiter. I'm like, when can I give you all my deposit information? When am I coming in next? And nobody's answering the phone. Nobody's communicating with me. Nothing. Like, it's terrible. So then I finally reached out to them one more time, and my recruiter says, hi, Amaya. The doctor says that you were supposed to come in the following Saturday after the day that you went home early and you didn't show up. First of all, I'm a dental student, fresh out of school. Not even fresh out of school because I'm finishing. But I'm a dental student. I need the hours. I need a job. Like, why would I not come to work? Please tell me why I wouldn't come to work. I have no reason not to show up. As we go back to the conversation I told you about, he never told me, okay, we'll see you on Saturday. Come in at da-da-da-da. He never said that, y'all. He never said that, which is why I kept calling to figure out when am I supposed to come in next. So I'm like, hi, we never discussed the time for me to come in or a date for me to come in, so I don't understand. And he's like, sorry if there was a misunderstanding or miscommunication, but the doctor is very adamant about him telling you to come in on Saturday, and you didn't show up. And I was like, he never said anything. We discussed me going home and me going to the emergency room, but that's okay. I'll call. Thank you. So he was like, he texted me back and said, okay, if you wish to speak to him, he's at the office right now. You can go ahead and call. I said, okay. So I called the office and I asked to speak to the doctor. My recruiter answered. He said, give me 1 second. I have to go ask the doctor a question. Got back on the phone, was like, the doctor doesn't wish to take your call. I was like, oh, they got me. I was so mad, y'all, because I was like, he did not tell me to come in. I would have came. Why would I apply for a job and not show up? That makes no sense. If I came the first day, why wouldn't I come the next day? So that happened, and I was like, I didn't know what to do. I was just so mad. Like, I'm going to go on their page on Google, Yelp, everything. They're going to get 1 star. They're going to get bad review. I do not care. Because that was wild. Like, he could have took my call and could have heard me out. Like, even if I didn't...
Even if they didn't let you come back. Like, you know what I'm saying?
What you mean?
Like, even if I would have just talked about it instead of him saying he don't want to.
Exactly. Like, he don't wish to take my call. That's rude. Like, what do you mean you don't wish to take my call? You owe me money anyway. Y'all never took, I basically worked for free because my first day I came in and nobody ever took any type of banking information from me or not even gave me a check. Like, so no. So yeah, I was pissed, but what I can use that as, I'll just use that as my 1 day of externship hours instead of, or like work hours instead of, I'm so upset about it because it's gonna count. But yeah, I don't care. They kiss my ass. And that's my story time, y'all. So never again. They better count their days. Like, comment, and shit. Is this a S?
Oh shit, mine is backwards.
Ay. Always remember you can't take money to the grave with you, so live your life to the fullest. I will see y'all in the next video.